Welcome to the first episode of our weekly series dedicated to capturing the progress of our print farm. To give you a quick overview, we are 2100. We do additive manufacturing. So this week is full of custom crazy projects like every other week. So to start off, I will show you a few of the most interesting ones. Important thing in our business is that we are recently working on quite a big project. Depending on whether that's a art sculpture like this, or custom 3D print, or maybe mask. These are usually the biggest. They need a huge build volume, and regular 3D printers on the market are usually 10 inches by 10 inches in build volume, like Bamboo Lab, Prusa MK3, Creality, or any of the most popular 3D printers that are designed for individual customer or small companies are very small. We found the latest release from Alego has developed Neptune series, and the Neptune Max has a build volume of 50 by 42 by 42 centimeters. So this is quite large. It can easily fit a print like this, which would have been impossible to do on Prusa MK3 because it would simply need to have many gluing points and the whole effect would be destroyed. We're testing a few of them right now. We have now 2 pluses and 3 maxes. So yeah, we'll see how they work in the long term. They're quite affordable, so that's very surprising. And yeah, it's a huge game changer in bigger projects. You can probably see now some of the videos showing how it works. Interesting fact about our recent R&D development. We are working on a huge DIY 3D printer that will have build volume up to 1 meter by half a meter by half a meter. The overall printer volume, the size of the printer will be 1 meter by 1 meter by 1 meter. So this is going to be huge. I think it would barely fit on this whole table. And this one is quite interesting because normally such technology is not available easily on the market. So it needs to be either purchased from a professional company, like really industry standard company, but this comes with a price, a hefty price. Such machines can cost up to $50,000 or $100,000. So we decided to go with DIY project. We purchased a project from one engineer that has already built it, so this is not completely from scratch. It would be probably too difficult and time consuming. So this is built from a prepared project, but we are working on all the details. We need to source some parts, assemble everything, weld it together, and here are some first parts. It is also, the 3D printer is being actually 3D printed. So one of the main parts are being 3D printed in PETG, which should last for a very long time. These are holders for the main frame, because the main frame is made from steel profiles, which are sourced from a third party, because it requires, say, special equipment to cut it, and it needs to be very, very precise. Because if just one side would be 1 millimeter off, the whole printer could be messed up. So we are just printing these hinges and connectors to the profile. We'll be definitely updating you about the development in the next episodes. We recently completed quite a difficult project for a loyal client from Switzerland. He requested 2 beasts. This is the first one, and this is the second one. Okay, it is still being worked on. So, don't look at this, it doesn't matter. Okay, so this beast is quite difficult because it has 50 centimeters in length, so it's not easy to print it. It would need to be printed in multiple pieces, but we had an opportunity to take advantage of our high volume printers, which can do up to 50 centimeters in length. It wasn't exactly the best choice to do it in one piece, because one piece would take 9 days and would have multiple supports. Everywhere supports would be necessary, because it has so many different angles that, you know, the print can't be printed from a thin air. It can float. It needs to have supports, which damage the overall quality. So we did the main cut here, This is the least visible part because there is going to be a figure somewhere here. So yeah, and another difficult part is that this head is very precise, and the client requested it to be especially very precise. This part is important. So the head was printed separately on SLA printed in printer in resin. As you can see, the details are very precise, and also post-processing, like filling in the gaps, improving the quality, foundation, and here it is. Now I guess we just need to repair this. A huge monkey mask commissioned by Comics from Netherlands. There will be 2 masks like this. This is the first one. We are testing the finish and the quality. There are 2 main difficulties in this project. First are the hair that we had to source from a third-party company, and the second one is the moving mouth. This is it. It is also removable, and you can actually move it thanks to a special lock-in mechanism that was printed on SLA 3D printer. The client requested it to look funny, a bit crazy, and here it is. Another project of the week is a series of penguin sculptures. The design was custom made according to their preference. Post-processing is a very important part. Every surface needs to be super smooth, and despite that 3D printing naturally generates lines, we are using putty, foundation, and paint to minimize this effect. So this way the penguins are very smooth. For example, this one is just after we applied the foundation. Foundation is a thick type of paint that is applied on top of the print, and it's actually very helpful in the painting stage. So this one is going to be painted soon. Last amendments are done. This is how we fill in different types of gaps. The client requested for different sizes. So this one is 12 inch. So this is quite nice, compact, but can be displayed in a house or something. But they also wanted to see a miniature version. So we printed one that is just 2 inches tall, and it was made on SLA 3D printer. So in this way, all the details are quite nice, precise, and we don't have any lack of quality. Hopefully they will like it. SLA is a lot more fragile than PLA, PETG, or any traditional FDM. This one will need to have custom engraved styrofoam that will hold it perfectly, so it doesn't move in any direction whatsoever during the transport. Another important project that we are working on recently is the series of our own products. We decided to go with the series of polygonal sculptures, polygonal art. So these are being tested right now. This, on another point, is wall decor, bare wall decor, and this one is a rabbit. We still need to work on those, but we'll be updating you on the progress. Interesting fact, the recent achievement from this week is that we finally connected the MMU to our Prusa MK Freeze. MMU is a multi-material unit created by Prusa to enable multicolor printing. So normally in prints like this, we only have one color at once. And this is quite challenging because we need to do a lot of painting in some projects. Painting is not ideal because it takes a lot of time. It's quite expensive, and it's also never perfect in terms of quality, because human will never replicate any precise pattern the same way as machine. So this is why we purchased the MMU, and now after a few tests, this is the first test print. As you can see, this one had 3 different colors. It's not too complicated, but it was just the first print. And now the MMU can print in up to 5 colors, and we are planning to use it in some masks, in some custom projects like cars, models, or our own line of projects. So this is pretty exciting because this is really a huge step forward, a new technology that is being developed. It wasn't available a few years ago. Now more and more printers are getting this function. For example, Prusa XL which is being launched now, and the deliveries will be happening in the next months, will have the feature of multi-color print. The recent Bamboo Lab, very popular printer, also had AMS unit which enabled up to 16 different colors. So that's definitely an interesting niche. Thanks for watching the first episode. I hope you liked it. Let us know in the comments down below. We'll be definitely improving the quality week over week, so stay tuned for the next episode.